The Public Protection Office of the Kansas Attorney General's Office and Chris Kobach have been asked by a Kansas complainant father for the issuance of an emergency petition for writ of mandamus this morning against the 10th District Johnson County Court. A writ of mandamus lawsuit is proper for procedure on this matter of the Kansas Open Records Act regarding a missing case record in a purported domestic violence civil case of 22 CV 03391. The complainant from Gardner, Kansas, is a father to 2 children, and was granted an investigation from the KAG Public Protection Office in complaint 24-000051, the Johnson County Court, an alleged KORA violation of failure to produce a reprint of a court order of purported domestic violence nature alleged by the Division 14 Judge Paul Will Burmaster on August 10, 2023, as the judge moved an extended order of protection onto him. The father has contended that the family court judge and the mother of his children, the purported victim of the protection order, have been engaged in forms of fraud in unison from the family court along with mother's civil attorney, Christopher T. Wilson of Ward Beam Wilson Fleets Cruise LLC, and the father is verifying his claims as true, in that the Kansas Attorney General's Office asked the court in the complaint aimed at the 10th District on March 7, 2024 gave demand under the Kansas Open Records Act for the AG's inspection of the case record of protection order allegedly served by the Division 14 judge. The father pointed out to the Attorney General in that request for complaint that this protection order seen attempted to be served onto him from District Burmaster on October 18, 2023, and it was the second time in 90 days of that occurring, and showed the judge was removed of his proceedings a month later in November 2023, and this process serve was also done so in the wrong proceeding, and as no legal effect was able to take place of creating a proper records required under Kansas law of 31(8) notice of protection orders. A notice of case record of an order issued has to be given to a defendant any time order is served. The father asserts that the court can't reproduce that order authentically from October 18th, and that there was no domestic violence involved but forms of fraud from the JOCO court and opposing parties. The Kansas Attorney General is now asked by the complainant to issue a petition for a writ of mandamus from the Kansas Supreme Court directing the Johnson County Court to either produce a copy of this October 18, 2023, or immediately give a legal explanation to state agency of AG as to why the court can't produce a copy of it. The father has, in relation to this KORA complaint, filed a separate request with the Kansas Bureau of Investigation, contending that on October 18, 2023, he was actually given reprints that were dated August 10th, and they were of the expired original order, and that event was a family district court judge committing a form of fraud using a domestic violence court order that was expired and constituting a crime of KSA 21-5907, simulating legal process, in his children's custody case. This is very serious matter surrounding potential false domestic violence claims and false protection ordering from the bench of a sitting family court judge who is still presiding over other men's cases. The judge was suspended off the dad's case months ago, but the Judicial Commission left Judge Burmaster on the bench over others. Judge who is seen manipulating domestic violence protection orders with intent to deceive is very dangerous to the general public and Kansas children. The Attorney General's office has full awareness and must intervene.